everyone. Jeff Donald here with Be Well 365, bringing to you yet another wonderful breath for self-regulation. So, being a classroom teacher at the high school level for 14 years, I have seen countless students and even staff members coming into my room or even into the mindfulness room this close to just jumping off the ledge, being on the edge of losing their temper or being on the edge of losing their composure, and they just don't know what to do. They can't seem to pull themselves out of it. So over the years, I've utilized this one specific breath, and I call it the self-regulation breath. For that time when you are literally, you got nothing else to do. This is that last card that you can do to try to get yourself off the ledge. So barring never having climbed up the ledge in the first place, which is always a good idea, sometimes we just find ourselves there anyway, even with our best intentions. So what we need to do is this breath that will really kind of bring us back to our feet again. You see, when we get so upset, our amygdala, that part of our brain, takes over, and it literally sidelines any kind of decision-making or objectivity, and that is a bad place to be in. And so what we need to do is very quickly bring ourselves back into the objectivity brain, and this is how we do it. So my students love to call this one the body hack, which I think is pretty cool because it works really well and really fast. So I want you to try this. So you can do this anytime. You don't have to be terribly upset because it just makes you feel good overall, but it can really, really pull you off the ledge at that last moment when you have lost all sense and you don't know what to do. So it's called alternate nostril breathing, and it may seem a little weird, so we're going to practice a little bit and we'll go from there. So the way physiologically that our brain works, the amygdala is this little part of your brain way back at the back and bottom of your brain. It's the original brain. And what we do is when we oxygenate the frontal lobes, the newer part of our brain here, that it literally pulls us forward and up to our objective brain. So this is how it works. You're going to inhale through one nostril while you plug the other, and then exhale it out, then inhale again, and then swap, and then exhale, then inhale, and swap. So it goes exhale, inhale, swap nostrils, exhale, inhale, swap nostril, exhale, inhale, swap nostrils. Now what this is doing is alternatively oxygenating both frontal lobes, one after the other, back and forth, back and forth. And when that happens, it just absolutely gets our hemispheres of the brain balanced and pulls us out of that amygdala hijack back into ourselves again. And it works pretty quickly. So let's do this together for just a minute. But keep in mind, you want to do this for about 3 minutes if you have time. All right? I invite you to do this with your eyes closed, because when your eyes close, it takes away our number one sense for the world around us, and it makes us automatically start to look within. We need to eliminate as much outer stimulation as possible. Okay? So if you are uncomfortable with your eyes closed, then I just want you to find a spot where you can look down at the floor right in front of you and just keep your eyes locked there as you do this breathing. Secondly, I'd like you to breathe very slowly and always in and out through the nose, okay? So when I say slowly, I'm talking about maybe a 4-second inhale before you just hold it for a hot second and then exhale again through the other nostril, okay? So a very common description of this is the U breath, because your finger and thumb look like a U, and you can literally go like this and go both ways. It's up to you how you do it. I'm assuming you'll be doing this alone. This is not something you want to be doing in a crowd, if you know what I mean. Okay? So check this out. So I'm going to make a U. I'm going to exhale through one nostril and inhale. I hold it for a hot second and then I swap. Exhale. Nice and slow. Leave it out for a second and then inhale again. Swap. Exhale. Inhale. Swap. Exhale. Inhale. Swap. Exhale. Inhale. Swap, and so on. We only did that for about 40 seconds. That was about 4 breaths. Try to do this for about 20 breaths minimum. That's about 2 to 3 minutes. Take your time. Go to a place where no one's around that can bother you. And then once you're done, just put your hand down, but keep your eyes closed or focused at the floor in front of you, and just be still a moment and feel how things have changed. This is probably the most important part, is realizing that you have power over your emotions. And this is where true empowerment comes in, everyone. When you realize that you are no longer a prisoner of your own emotions, now you have control. And now you have decision-making ability. I hope that makes sense to you, because that's real empowerment right there. When you have that, you have control. When you have control, you make good decisions. When you make good decisions, you have a good life. And so with that, my friends, Jeff Donald again with Be Well 365. I wish you very well, and we'll see you next time. Be well.